Hello, bright and shiny beacon of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. Tonight, do we have a special energy transmission show for you? If you've been getting no's, if you've been getting rejection, if you've had walls come up in your face, or maybe a truck come in from the side, then do we have a show for you tonight, particularly if you faced any disappointment or negativity recently. So tonight is an energy transmission event, meaning we are going to shift your energy, having to do with alchemizing the no's and turning the disappointment into a powerful, positive fuel. So first we're going to get into alignment, then we're going to go into transmission, followed by an attunement, and I'm going to make sure, I've just been talking to the Aya Bear, super moderator extraordinaire, going to make sure my phone does not beep and whistle at us, followed by an attunement, your Q&A, and then a meditation. But first, let's go to 3 short breaths together. Are you ready? In, down to the belly, and out. Into the belly, and out through the nose. In through the nose, and out through the nose. One more time. In, and out. Very, very good. It feels, I'm now rubbing my nose. It feels particularly important. This has been a month, which we were channeling this earlier, that this would be a month of floods and fire. And oh my gosh, the floods continue. And my love goes out to everybody who's involved in the floods. Our family, our extended family is in New Jersey, but they live at the top of a hill. So it would take beyond, I don't want to say so, but almost something biblical, because they're where the water tower is, for the top of a hill to flood. But I send love, I send love, I send even more love. We do have a campaign set up through YouTube here if you want to donate to the flood victims in Texas, by the way, as well. All right. I want to share with you tonight. Let's back that up. I got a phone call earlier today that I'm still trying to process. I haven't even really had time to process. We got my parents beautifully. My sister, her brother, and myself mainly. No, Jessica helped quite a bit on getting some things in order as well. Got our family, my parents, into unassisted living this past month. And at the moment, and I know it could be just bumpy at the beginning, lots of things are blowing up. Now, why is Aya Bear contacting me? Usually that's not a good sign. Oh, Aya Bear, what is going on?
Michael, the volume is too low.
The volume is too low. It was set too low. Why doesn't anybody tell me about this? Let's take a look. Let's take a listen. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. How is the volume now? How is the volume now? And we can go up. This is why we get to have an on-air producer during our shows. How does that sound?
It's better now.
Okay.
Yes, everyone's saying it's better.
All right. So if we ever have that Aya Bear, because you can say hi to people. In fact, no people, this is Aya Bear. Say hi, Aya Bear. Oh, now you've gone quiet? Now she's gone quiet. All right. Where are we? I want to get to everybody's chat room. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Why can't I see? Oh, the chat has disappeared tonight. And I don't have the chat on the screen. I can't actually see the chat tonight. Oh, that is special and unique and different that I can't see the chat. Bear with me, everybody. Oh, that is, I want to be able to see everybody's chat. Let's see what I can do about that. How do I get to everybody's chat? I want to see you. I want to see everyone. Let's go here. Let's go there. Okay. Can I see the chat? Okay, there we go. Now I can see the chat. Now life is good or all better or something. And let's do this. So thank you, everybody, for your patience. We are going to be getting a full-time producer for this so that these are a lot more pro. We are going to up-level these events. So having to do with tonight's topic, I'm in a place of horror and embarrassment at this moment that I can't see you. I can't see the chat, or I would have known from word number 1, but the chat has been taken off of my screen. Wow. So I can't actually read the chat till the end. All right, let's dive into things. What did I want to share? And if you catch me sharing by story, it's not that I'm going off the rails. It's not that I'm going off in a direction that has nothing to do with the teaching. I teach through stories, sort of like the elders around the campfire. So you're going to get something out of the stories. Now, I guess I could actually go to the story tonight of the sound is off, the chat has disappeared, and it's telling us that we get to change. This is what I'm talking about tonight. I wanted to talk with you about my parents. Maybe we're going to get there in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about the truck that veered into our car 2 weeks ago. We'll get to that a little bit more, and we spoke about that last week in a little bit. But I want to talk about this thing that Adamus. So we've had on Jeffrey Hoppy, who channels Adamus Saint Germain. And we've had him on the show several times recently. In fact, we have another show coming out next week. Oh my God, is it a goodie? Each one becomes my new favorite. And what we're talking about next week is what he calls, or Adamus calls, the bump and fill. What in the world is the bump and fill? It's when things seem to be going along smoothly. The YouTube Live seems to be working fine. And out of the blue, you are bumped. You are bumped, you are stopped, you are sidelined, you are pushed, you are spun. Something big happens, like a bolt out of the blue. That's what we call not just a bump and fill, meaning you are knocked on your side so that you can be filled with new information. But it is what I call a cosmic upgrade. I know I get to make big changes on the show. The fact that I'm not seeing my chat here tonight is one of those big changes that gets to be made. What we're really talking about is upgrades in disguise. Not getting what you want, which is a huge topic here tonight. It's a huge topic for all of us, because I don't know about you. I wish I could see a show of hands, and that I cannot actually see my chat right now. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to try one more time. Basically, I can see my chat or I can see the notes, but I can't see my chat and the notes at the same time. Ooh, I've got a tricky idea. Ooh, I think I can get them. All right, so we got Doreen saying bumper cars. Yes. All right. If you feel like things are going along smoothly and you get bumped from the side, it's not by accident. If you want X, Y, or Z, and you are getting blocked after blocked after blocked this year, that's not by accident either. This is a year, and this is a summer, and this is a July of massive upgrades in disguise. This is what's so important to understand. As your side view mirror says, objects in the mirror are not as they appear to be, or not the same size. I would say that nothing is as it appears to be right now. Aya, we get to work on your dad's balance. Nothing is as it appears to be right now, and something else is always happening behind the surface. Always. Everything's a teaching tool. Everything is the light. Everything has the possibility of being an upgrade. We got my parents to an unassisted living center. It's been not even a month yet, maybe 3 weeks. And at the moment, things are bumping left and right. Things are clanging. Things are crashing. Things are, cancel, clear, release, not working out at all as expected. This may be a part of their journey. Well, it's part of their journey, but this may be a part of a slow decline on one level. It may be a radical decline, or it may be helping them to find a homeostasis at a new level. I just heard about a bunch of things earlier this evening. My heart wants to go, oh my God, and oh no. I do know better. What does that mean, I know better? It means I understand a bump and fill when I see one. I understand cosmic upgrades taking place. I understand big picture. This is for you as well. That there's much more going on than meets the eye. Doesn't mean things are going to be easy for any of us. If you say, oh, July is easy, I duck and cover right now. Why? To me, it doesn't appear that the universe wants us comfortable right now. Somebody is saying, Michael, that little trick is from Miracle or your higher self. Yes, The universe doesn't want us comfortable. It wants us okay. It wants us safe. But it does not want us comfortable. So if you say, I feel comfortable right now, ooh, that's a unique challenge coming your way. Worse than that, please don't ever use the B word. What in the word is the B word? It's not the five-letter word that has to do with the dog. It's not a longer word that has to do with an unbetrothed mama bear. It is a word, do I dare to say it? Like a piece of wood that you saw through. I'm not going to say it out loud. B-O-R-E-D. Do not use this word at this time, because the universe will say, bing, your wish is my command, and you will not be that piece of wood anymore. What am I saying? 2025 is a teaching year. Everything that's happening to you, for you, and through you right now is a teaching tool. And everything, especially the challenging things, my parents, the bump and fill of the truck, everything has the possibility of being an upgrade. So for myself, I've been racing Xterra off-road triathlons through last year. Things are going great, making improvements. This year, hit a bunch of bumps in the road. Thought I was getting them under control, but I couldn't quite get to where I wanted to go, particularly given my parental parameters, my family parameters, the business parameters. Nothing was where I want to be. In other words, I was ripe for a change and didn't even realize it. Now, I watched as things got more full, and I know there are people saying we get to rest, and I agree. And with the business, we're working on it. That's the best I can do. Limiting belief. But I am working on that minute by minute. But I wasn't seeing the change I wanted. I wasn't seeing the change I desired. I wasn't seeing that leap up in our show, that leap up in my training or any of these things or in my racing. Often bump and fills or times we're hit by a truck are times of stagnation. Not stagnation like a pond that's rotting before you or blue-green algae, but stagnation that says, I'm not getting where I want to go, even if I feel like I'm right on course. I'm not getting where I want to go, even if I feel like I'm right on course. Isn't that a contradiction? Well, first off, everything in the universe is a contradiction. We need black and white in order to ascend. Michael, is that a limiting belief? No. It's a cosmic pump bringing us upwards. You can't pump something if you don't go back up after you go down. That's how it works. In this case, though, growth with the universe, and I can promise you, Bonnie, be careful with that word, growth in your life has never been linear. Growth has never been linear. Neither, unfortunately, when it comes to seniors, has health or declines in health been linear as well. And actually, it doesn't have to decline. It can absolutely improve. But nothing is linear. It always comes with stepping stones. It always comes with punctuation marks. It always comes with rungs up or down in the ladder. So these bumps, these rungs on the ladder, are always opportunities to shift you. What do you mean? I promise you that phone call I had tonight is going to spur lots of action for my family. That bump and fill with the truck. People are going, well, what is the bump and fill with the truck? 2 weeks and 1 day ago, I'm driving down the road. I'm taking us to a balloon festival. Ascension. We're going to the balloon festival. I'm not in a hurry, saying we'll get there with plenty of time to spare. The next exit is coming up. I'm taking my time. And all of a sudden, I see to my right a truck, a big moving truck, about a foot from the door where Mama Bear and Hannah Bear are at. And he hits us. And miraculously, the name of my guardian angel was literally on the side of the truck. Miraculously, we were okay. Got whiplash, I've got a concussion, all those things. Oh my, we won't even go there. But we're okay. And I managed to get the car to the side with basically 3 wheels. We're okay. What happens from this? I get to look at everything. What was I doing? Was I hurrying? No. Where was I going? What am I doing in life? How are things going with the business? How are things going with my health? How are things going with my parents? How are things going with Hannah Bear and everyone? I look at every piece of the puzzle. I recommend you do too. Now, this isn't about stressing about it. This is about breathing into it. And then I've got Sharky here. And looking at every shark in your life. This shark doesn't bite, he smiles. Looking at everything in your life and asking big picture questions. Why did this happen? Is this supposed to stay this way? Do things need to change? Why am I saying that? Because a bump and fill, and somebody's mentioning solar flare energy. It's the same thing. Solar flare energy is helping you with the bump and fills. It is helping you to pause, to pivot, to unsettle, to shift. That's the key word. Do you feel settled or unsettled right now? Do you feel, that one hurt, settled or unsettled? Yeah, I got to watch those spins. Do you feel settled or unsettled? Do I feel settled or unsettled? I got to tell you, I feel completely and totally unsettled in my settledness. Somebody is saying, shark, please explain. Meaning, the things that we're afraid to look at, where are we? Aaron, the things that we're afraid to look at, the sharks in our lives, we get to look at with precision, with diligence, and with an open heart. Because it turns out they might be friendlier, he's smiling, than we ever imagined. And yes, shark is divine protection. We get to look at that. We get to look at all of it. Why? Because the universe is bringing you an unsettled nature right now to help you to pivot. I can be very comfortable. I can be extremely zen. According to my watch, which measures stress levels and heart rate variability, I can be very, very zen. Even if Aya or Mama Bear sees me going around as a chipper monkey, I can still be very zen for the majority of the time. Not all of the time. Aya Bear will tell you, not all the time, and I will agree, not all the time very zen. Even when I'm very zen, I am feeling very unsettled. Why? And maybe you are too. If you're feeling unsettled, what does unsettled feel like? Here, let's do an experiment, everybody. I'd like you to sit on the edge of your chair where you can fall forward, maybe fall back. But if you're not careful, you're going to fall off of the chair. How does that feel right now? Feels kind of unsettled, doesn't it? And at the same time, you could leap forward. You could pivot direction. Aaron just put the word pivot. You can change direction most easily when you are unsettled. In fact, if you look at the term to pivot, it means to get light and turn on one's axis. Not the other A word. To turn on one's axis or axis. Yes. To pivot on your axis. You can do that best when you're unsettled. How in the world can you get light when you're heavy in your own progress? Heavy, I'll put that in quotes, heavy in your own progress, heavy on your own path, or stuck on any particular trajectory. Boom. This is the way it is. Can you say that with me? This is the way it is. Guess what? If this is the way it is, Rosalie, I have hyperbaric chamber starting in the morning. How does it get any better than this? Then you cannot pivot because you are anchored. You are heavy. You are stuck, even if you feel you're moving forward. Conversely, if you're knocked off balance, if you're knocked out of your comfort zone, if you're knocked to and fro, once you're off balance, you can be shifted. And how does it get any better than this? When you're knocked down, knocked on your side, knocked off your aim, knocked in any sort of direction, two powerful things happen. And people keep saying, what happened to Tessie, the yellow Tesla, way before Elon went nuts? What happened to this beautiful car? I honestly don't know. It was dragged away by the insurance company to a auction yard 2 hours from here. That should say something. And it is day 15, and I have yet to hear. I can see on my Tesla app, somebody has been going in and out of the car all day, and just as of today, they put it on a charger. I have no idea what's going on. I'm told, sight unseen, that it would likely be totaled. No, you haven't seen the car yet. Maybe it's repairable. Nobody has told me anything. It can be unsettling, truly unsettling, which may not be a bad thing at all. It's getting us out of our paradigm, getting us out of our comfort zone. And I love Tessie. Tessie's been around since the end of 2018. I plan on keeping Tessie for a long time. And at the same time, I'm being put in an uncomfortable situation. I don't know what's going on. None of us do. This doesn't feel comfortable. I want the answers. I want to know where we're going. I want to know what we'll be driving. So we have a little Mini that we pull behind the RV, and Jessica does not feel that that's our great highway vehicle. Two-door little convertible. It's about from here to here across in both directions. Unsettled. If you're knocked off your A game, congratulations. This is actually awesome. It means, okay, Aya Bear, I can't say what happened unless you want to say what happened with your dad tonight. But what it means is he gets to look at things, really look at things. Yes, he's saying, I'm going to get better. I'm going to heal. Michael has said so. Absolutely. But we can't accept, Aya Bear, that he is just going to heal. We can't accept that he is just going to rebound. We can't accept that he's going to get back to before what just took place. None of us can accept that. That's what July 2025 is all about. It's about unsettling you so you can rise to a higher level. So first off, two mighty powerful things happen when you are knocked off balance. First, you get a pattern interrupt. What does that mean? Life doesn't like cruise control. And we're all here to learn. Life doesn't like cruise control. I'm thinking to myself, what would have happened, good Lord, if I had had Tessie on autopilot when that took place? I can't even imagine. Life does not like cruise control. A. B. We often get in a rut, meaning that comfort zone, not best for our highest good. And despite our desire, we all have a desire for comfort. Do you know why I have a desire to comfort? It's biologically hard baked in. Why? Because our bodies, every body on the planet is designed to, well, I guess two things. One, procreate, continue the species. Two, not starve. You're designed to not starve. You're designed to handle the days when there are no food. How? Throttle back. You are designed to be as efficient. You are a master of efficiency. I'm going to call you Mo for short. Master of efficiency. Yes, Mo can get quite big in this society. Mo can get quite unhealthy in this society because Mo's design, your brain's design, was to use energy or conserve energy at all cost. In other words, to put the brain on cruise control, to put the nervous system on cruise control. My nervous system's not on cruise control. Can you feel your butt right now? Can you feel your feet right now? Can you feel any of those things if you don't focus on them? No. Can you hear what's going on outside right now without focusing on it? No. Because until I told you about those things, you were on cruise control and they were blocked out. You block out that which you don't need so you can be on Mo. So you can be as efficient as possible. So we get in a rut. We get comfortable. We get stagnant without even knowing it. Not exactly great for our highest good. That's the key word, great. For the universe does not reward good enough. And the universe does not reward just getting by. Getting by is not what life's all about. Getting by is not what our inspire nation. I've got to be honest. I've made some great leaps forward in the past year. And I get to do even more. Not pushing harder, but we in ways we're just getting by. We are doing great. I love you. I love you, audience. I love you, Dream Team. But in ways we were just getting by. The universe will bump and fill you in July 2025 if you're just getting by. That's not what life about. That's not what you're doing is about. That's not what any of this are about. And yes, we just got by, thank God, and so did Hannah Bear and Mama Bear in the passenger seats of the car. We just got by in the most beautiful ways. If and only if you feel you're just getting by, then the bump and fill is coming for you. I'm not saying this as a nocebo effect. I'm not saying this as a hex or something on you. What I'm saying is the universe is going to ask for more of you. Not meaning that you work harder, not even that you work smarter, but you challenge yourself by getting out of the comfort zone. So, first, the universe loves the pattern interrupt, or putting a stick in the wheel. I like to say a stick in the wheel of the monkey. Poor monkey. Putting a stick in the wheel to get you out of the comfort zone. In this case, I am the monkey. You might be too. And secondly, and this is the most powerful one, this is kind of the coolest one. I promise you this. The bump and fill, or the thing that knocks you off balance, always comes with power. Always comes with energy. You could say a battery packed to fuel your next change. The bump and fill always comes with energy. For Aya Bear's dad, the bump and fill comes with energy. For my parents and the chaos going on right now, it always comes with energy. With the truck bumping into us, and admittedly, with the head right now, I get to do a bunch of resting. And yet there is still the energy of great change. What do you mean great change? Well, I had a bump years ago, which I had gotten better from. Now we're going to take it to the next level. Now we're going to really rock it. Project Skyfalls. If you've had a lot of bumps, there's a lot of things to be grateful for. And now the question is, S13 there, I eat no poo. What do we want to do to rock it? Because every bump fuels your next change. So we can look at me. Am I motivated to change right now? Oh, heck yeah. Am I motivated to take my healing to an even higher level? Oh my God, yeah. Am I motivated for the healing course I plan on teaching this for? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Am I motivated to share every single thing I've got in the School of Mystics? Shameless plug. Try it free for a month. Oh my God, yes, yes, and yes. Am I motivated to make changes to the show that I haven't been ready for? Yes, it gets to be done. I almost want to say it has to be done, because if it's not done, the universe will just keep the bump and fills going. Which means going back to Sharky here, and yes, we found the original Sharky. The new and improved Sharky has gone walkabout with Hannah Bear. It means you get to look at everything, even the sharks in your lives, and be completely and totally honest with yourself and make uncomfortable decisions. You get to make uncomfortable decisions. I have a note here that I'm reading over and over again. I'm going, ouch. The note says, does your head hurt on a moment-to-moment basis? Yeah. Is it telling you it's time beyond time to make great changes? Oh, heck yeah. Key point. This isn't about doing anything wrong. I did not do anything wrong driving down the road where the universe smoted me. I did not do anything wrong that caused the universe to nudge me. Nothing is about wrong. It is about the nudge, and that's what the truck was. If the truck hadn't nudged us, a full-blown moving truck versus a Tesla, we wouldn't be here right now. The truck is not the truck. The nudge is not the nudge. You are being pushed. You are being challenged. You are being cajoled. You are being manipulated, dare I even say, by the puppeteer. Who's the puppeteer? You are. The higher self version of you is the puppeteer going, you've got this, Michael. Pfft. See? Now you're going to pivot. Now you're going to change. But it's not saying, you did something wrong, karma, fooda. No, not at all. It's instead, it is all about taking you out of your lane to help you get in a better one. In my case, the truck had my guardian angel's name on the side of it, and it's a moving truck. Boom, hit by a moving truck. It's time to move. It's time to pivot. And the guardian angel on the side, and you will be protected. It's very clear at that. You will be protected as you are nudged. There's this conversation about ice cream going on here. I'm going to go to vegan ice cream here. Forgive me. We live in northern Vermont at the moment. There's a Ben & Jerry's, the actual factory, just down the road, right along a river where, as far as I know, all of the cows that feed Ben & Jerry's ice cream live. That river is not exactly clean, nor is the water that comes out of it on the days where it blows the river up against this house. This is a contentious subject right now. And ice cream, or vegan ice cream, is so good. All right. What do we do with this information? What do we do with this fuel? And when we get hit by a truck and we're exhausted and overwhelmed, or we're going, oh, my head. And we'll walk around going, oh, my head. But yeah, it feels kind of interesting. And yes, for everybody out there, we got the hyperbaric chamber starting tomorrow. We've been doing cold water showers at least 3 times a day. We are on every beautiful supplement known to man. We are doing PEMF, P90. We are doing so much good stuff. It's awesome. The most important thing, on top of I've been taking lots of time out from senses, closing my eyes, going into the dark, going into the silence. To move forward, the best first thing you can do right now is to cocoon yourself up. Yeah, I know a lot of people here have been saying, don't rain on my ice cream parade, Michael. I'm sorry, Scotty boy, but around here I'm swimming in your ice cream parade. And yes, I still buy ice cream for the family. And they did take the most amazing Ben & Jerry's, not tour last week. I guess they got a tour. They get a tour tomorrow. But there's the most amazing Ben & Jerry's playground that they played in last week. Everything is a balance in life. Everything is a balance. We get to cocoon up. The first step in moving, the first step in the pivot is not to move. All right, Michael, you're just saying moving. You're just saying step forward. You're saying get uncomfortable. And now you're saying don't move. Yes. Not to rest in the comfort, but to start asking the big picture questions. That is an energetic movement. Energy always precedes physicality. I need that as a shirt. Energy always precedes physicality. Every single time. You want to go someplace, the want is an energy. The physicality is you driving there. Energy precedes physicality every single time. The first step in moving is not to move. But it's not to rest in our comfort as well. It's to ask, what do I need to change? What's going on here? What does that change going to look like? How do I get uncomfortable? What would really challenge me? And look at all the pattern interrupts. What have the bumps been? Where have the bruises been? What has gotten me really uncomfortable? To look at all of that. When somebody says time to pivot, but a concussion says rest, isn't that contrary? No. Because even in the rest, I can be asking, where do I get to go from here? Where do I get to go from here? Ask yourself that. Let's do it a couple times, because this itself is an energy shift. You can put your hands on your heart if you'd like, or put your hands together in prayer pose. Where do I get to go from here? Where do I get to go from here? Where do I get to go from here? That's what we're talking about. That can be done without action. In fact, that gets to precede action. Because if you take action, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do the other, before you've asked, where do I get to go from here? Then where you will be going may not at all be where you want to go. So we ask about the change. That's step 1. Step 2 then is asking, how do I begin today? Say that along with me. How do I begin today? How do I begin today? How do I begin today? For myself, it's talking about all these bumps. It's talking about all these patterns. It's talking about all the places where the patterns are breaking down. And then it's implementing new changes that are outside of my comfort zone. So on the one hand, there is a lot more no thing right now, a lot more lack of screen time, a lot more quiet. It's interesting. My playlist, and it is quite the eclectic playlist at that, and not known for being very quiet when I'm on the bicycle, or running for that matter. My playlist drives me mad right now, drives me insane, or as Adam would say, Captain Insano. It drives me nuts right now. That was Adam Sandler, at least my interpretation. It drives me nuts right now. Why? The brain seems to be okay with more visual stimulus. That's why I'm going to go to my parents this weekend, but not so okay with auditory stimulation right now. It wants quiet. And I get to honor that. So on the one hand, there's a lot more quiet. On the other hand, I say, how do I begin today? And how I begin is anything but comfortable. And I'm not recommending it for you. I'm a cold water swimmer of cold water swimming. I love and thrive in swimming in cold water. Now, there is some cold, like last summer, I was up northern Quebec, middle of Quebec, by a town called Tadoussac, and I was swimming in 4 and 5C water. That's about 38 to 41 degree water, somewhere around there. That was cold. It was a little bit cold. It was invigorating. But I'm not a big fan of cold showers. I just don't like it, even though I'll swim in cold water. Right now, and I'll probably do this after the show in about half an hour, I'm taking 3 cold showers a day. It makes my brain feel better. And talk about taking me out of a comfort zone or from what I desire. I love my warm or hot showers. Now, as soon as the winds shift direction here, I'm hoping tomorrow the cold waters will blow in, the clean and cold waters will blow in from New York State across Lake Champlain, and I will get to swim tomorrow. But right now, they're coming from the south. I can't get in the water because of the Ben and Jerry's River. Forgive me, it's not just Ben and Jerry's, and I send love to everybody and everything. But, and at the same time, so I'm not picking on Ben and Jerry's, picking on the river. It's cold shower after cold shower after cold shower. And secondly, I'm getting up earlier, starting tomorrow, to get to the hyperbaric chambers for my brain. Ironic as I, quote, need more sleep. I'm getting up a little bit more uncomfortably to get to sessions to help my brain to improve. So I'll literally be getting up and out of the house, out of my comfort zone, and it will be exciting to see if my family comes with me as well. Doing this, getting up early to hyperbaric chamber, getting to the cold polar plunges called the showers right now, dramatically take me out of my comfort zone, while at the same time giving me more time to think. Well, in the shower, I'm thinking about how cold I am, but at the hyperbaric chamber, or when I'm sitting down doing my PEMF, I have time to think. So getting back to things, I have a pattern interrupt. Have one in your life too, or one be gifted to you. Complete and total reset. It's the pause too. And it comes with a battery pack. This is important to understand. No reset, no bump and fill in the history of histories ever comes without a battery pack. Meaning, a power inside of you, even if you haven't tapped into it, that says, I get to change. I get to, yes, pop mama. Cold showers, anti-inflammatory. Oh, absolutely. And I'm looking into, and I reached out to a company about amethyst beds as well. And hopefully they will say yes. And I will have an amethyst bed in the next few days, and I will be laying on that for anti-inflammation too. And how does it get any better than this? While you feel exhausted, They always come with an energy of change. The trick is A, to take note, B, to honor it, C, to take action on it. Oh my God, I know I need to change. Actually, you have the bump and fill, and you're like, oh, I want anything but to blah, blah, blah right now. Guess what? Anything is probably exactly what you get to do. Colleen, hyperbaric chamber is a room filled with high pressure oxygen, which gets more oxygen into your muscles, into your bloodstream, into a detox for the body, a detox for the brain, and it's hugely anti-inflammatory from what I understand. And I will be reporting back to it. This is a professional thing, Lisa, so very unlikely that there's going to be a fire or something can happen. Anything can happen anywhere, of course, but I think I am pretty safe. And at the same time, that oxygen is the fuel that helps me to heal. Oh my God, anything, but I did not want to have to look at getting a new car right now. Maybe you do. Oh my God, I wanted anything but to have to work on more on my healing journey. Oh, no, but you do. Oh my God, I certainly didn't want to have to work on my balance and this and that. Oh, but you get to. Oh my God, if you have the oh my God because of a bump and fill, it's awesome. Lori, grounding mat, absolutely. I haven't had one recently on the front of me in the computer. I always sleep on one. Lori, let's see if I can do this here. Oh, here we go. This is for my mat, not plugged in at the moment, and it gets to be. This is for Meowser's mat. His is plugged in next to me at this very moment. He is being grounded. When you say, oh my God, now you could say it along with me. Oh my God. Actually, let's do this. I want you to say, oh my God. I want to do anything but boom. Oh my God. I want to do anything but work on getting a new car right now. Oh my God. Whatever it is, that oh my God is probably exactly what you get to do. Michelle is saying something about put your feet in the cold water. Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's also grounding you. It's exactly what you get to do. You get to take note of it. You get to take action of it. You get to give thanks. Oh my God. Oh, this could be great. Oh, I don't want to do it. It could be great. I really don't want to do it. It could be great. Come on. We've got this. Say this along with me. Come on. We've got this. We've got this isn't rah, rah, rah. We got this is your angels. It's your guides. It's your higher self. It's your higher team. It's everyone saying, I and we have your back. We've got this. That's what's going on right now. It's going on for you. It's going on for me. The bump always comes with the energy of we've got this each and every time. So, everything going on with my parents right now, I know I get to make the 4-hour drive down to Massachusetts this Thursday. We've got this. But Michael, you had a bump and fill. Absolutely. But Michael, you are tired. Absolutely. But Michael. The energy says I get to go. We get to respect the energy. No, I'm not going to be train racing for a while. No, I'm not going to be lifting a heavy weight, as I can tell, for quite a while. No, I'm not going to be. But we follow the energy and we respect it with everything we've got. Now, I'm also going to be in the hyperbaric chamber tomorrow morning. I'm going to be in the hyperbaric chamber Wednesday morning. I'm going to be in the hyperbaric chamber Thursday morning before I go. I'm going to have the weekend off. I'm going to be back on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. Even if I say I don't have time, it's getting me uncomfortable. It's a complete and total paradigm shift, a complete and total pattern interrupt, and something great will come of it. That discomfort is actually going to become the new drummer in the band. New drummer in the band that says, when are you having your meetings with your assistant? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? It's all good. It's all perfect. It's all here to serve you. And of course, Doreen's saying, was it Doreen? No, somebody else is saying, and I'm taking tons of magnesium. Dairy gave me a migraine. Jane, I'm not a dairy fan myself. And so if you're getting those migraines, it may be time to pivot. You get to have a new drummer in the band. Lastly, and then we're going to go briefly, I've got an attunement for you. We're going to go briefly into questions. Then we're going to do a brief meditation because my head has said I'm soon to finish. Now, I say that, and I know when I get into a meditation, I'll probably be cranking. And afterwards, between you and me, Michael, why are you doing this when your head is not feeling good? You know what makes me feel absolutely best during the week? Well, hugging Hana Bear and Mama Bear, oh, certainly, and the kitties, oh, certainly, absolutely. Seeing my family, absolutely. Cold water showers, though. Oh, my God, do those make me feel much better. This makes me feel better than a cold water shower. Why? I ain't me right now. I'm you. I'm the universe. I'm source. I'm energy. I'm the pool. I'm the everything. I'm the no thing. And in this space, it makes me feel coming out of this so much better. Yeah, but Michael, isn't that you just getting, I don't know, high or something off of this, and later you crash? No. It is infusing you with energy, isn't it? It is that. It is energy that is coming to you. It's a transmission coming to you and for you and through you. And coming to me and for me and through me as well. And so we rise to a higher level. Again, another brief little shameless plug. I do a lot of this in the School of Mystics. Free to try. 4 Wednesdays each and every month. It brings your energy way up each and every week. And there's a permanent stick to it. And permanent greater understandings to it. Again, 4 Wednesdays each and every month, which means this Wednesday. Come join us. Playing with energy, you feel better and better and better still. Which brings me to the last main point for this evening. The emotion involved. What do you mean the emotion involved? It's so easy to get caught up in, this happened to me. All right, driving down the road, bam! Everybody in the car, all right? I'm going to see if I can stop it. There may not be a front wheel in the car, so hold on tight. I'm going to see what happens. Oh, and somewhere in there I said, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. And then I told him to calm or something. I don't remember the order. I get us pulled over. I open up the door. I see the truck drivers getting out. And I immediately went to a state of love, to a state of, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they all right? It's so easy to get caught up in that fight or flight. This happened to me. They did this to me. Somebody did this to me. At no point did I berate the truck or the truck driver. You haven't heard me say a negative word about them, and I'm not going to. You have not heard me berate the truck or the truck driver or focused on the vehicle of change at all. Pun intended. The vehicle is just the vehicle. The person is just the vehicle. What happened to you is just the vehicle. Even whatever these waters are here is just a vehicle. It's a perfect vehicle for powerful change. The real change is not the vehicle. We don't pick on the vehicle that brought us. We don't shoot the messenger. We don't shoot the piano player. We don't shoot the vehicle of change. It's just a vehicle. Yes, it could even be a political figure that's a vehicle of change. It could be certainly a flood. That's a vehicle of change. But we don't pick on the vehicle, for it's just a vehicle. The real change is what takes place on the inside based on what just happened on the outside. This is so important, I get to repeat it. The vehicle, the true vehicle or the true change is what takes place on the inside, that rather than what takes place on the outside. The outside is merely an illusion and catalyst for great change. Nobody blames the catalyst. You don't look at the explosive that goes off and you go, bad wick. Okay, if the wick went off and it exploded too soon. But as a general rule, you get what I'm saying. Bad wick. No, we don't blame the catalyst. We don't even focus on the catalyst. We simply take note of the catalyst. Give thanks for the catalyst. In fact, I get to say more prayers for that truck driver. Lots and lots of more prayers because I don't know if he got to keep his job. I don't know what happened to him. I do actually have his text. I could text him tonight and say, I send you love. I get to do that. Bear, remind me of that if I forget. I get to send him love. He's just the catalyst. It's like you get to change a car tire. And instead you're focusing on the nail that's still in the tire, or focusing on the pothole, or focusing on whatever took place. It took place, so you change your tire. Or maybe you go and change your tires and you find out that they were getting bald and you actually need 4 tires. And thank God for that pothole or that nail in the road that made you change 1 tire to recognize that you get to change all tires. Point is, when you understand it's not the catalyst, but the big picture, you're back on the road again and in a better way. So ultimately, the message here, bumps happen. They're meant to. Bumps happen, they're meant to. It's now about where do you want to go? Bumps happen, they're meant to happen. Where do you want to go? Aya Bear is saying you want to go to the School of Mystics. Absolutely. Attunements, transmissions, intention meditations, clearings, friends, so much more. Teachings, learnings at the highest level. Where do you want to go? And how does it get any better than this? Well, how it gets any better than this is I have a beautiful attunement. In other words, a statement laden with energy. This one laden with energy and surprisingly chuckles that helps you shift your energy that you can use now along with me, and I highly recommend it. You can use after the shift goes down, and I highly recommend it. Or anytime you're going, why did this happen to me? If you're saying, why did this happen to me? Do this attunement. Here it is. All right. Are you ready? You can say this along with me. You can say it on the repeat. And preferably, if you can, if the opportunity allows, if the wherever you are allows, say this aloud with me. Here it is. And you can certainly tap on your heart or massage on your heart as it is. I am perfect in this shift. 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 Shift goes down, I go up. Shift goes down, I go up. Shift goes down, I go up. And I shift, and I shift, and I shift. I am free, I am free. I am free. We're going to say that one more time. I am perfect in this shift. I am perfect in this shift. I am perfect in this shift. Shift goes down, I go up. Shift goes down, I go up. Shift goes down, I go up. And I shift, and I shift, and I shift. I am free. I am free. I am free. Woohoo! Somebody's mentioning infrared light, and yes, see how you feel, but infrared light, I'm using light. I'm using each night before I go to bed as well. I'm pulling out all the toys, plus a lot of toys I'll be teaching in the healing program this fall to help not just get my brain better, that's not enough, but to get my brain better than it ever was before. So here is a very, very short attunement. You can say, let's imagine that you're watching Groundhog Day, you're in the movie Groundhog Day, and you step in a puddle and it is a doozy. You can simply say, I see shift, I see shift, I see shift, and I am free, I am free, I am free. Yes, it could be that you step in the shift too. I see shift, I see shift, I see shift, and I am free, I am free, I am free. Woohoo! All right, we're going to take a few short, sweet questions, a lot less than normal. Then I'm going to go into a brief meditation. We're going to call it good. Come join me Wednesday. Come join. There's so many mystics here who can share in the audience, in the chat, how they're enjoying it. Do come join us. It's amazing. I don't really have the ability to toot my own horn, except how life-changing it is, and healing it is, and profound it is. And it's free to try. So come join us. Come try it out. School of Mystics, we've got the link here in the side. If you simply want an infusion of goodness on a daily basis, a transmission, an energy transmission, come to dailywoohoo.com. I write a short newsletter each and every day. Don't be scared by that word. That is a transmission of energy to you, along with a story, typically about what's going on in my life, used as a parable, I want to say a fable, but it's a truism of what's going on in my life, but how you can shift the energy through that experience. So you don't go in going, oh my God, what happened here? What you're going is, oh my God, look at how this turned into that, turned into the other. I can do that too, or I can do something even better. That's dailywoohoo.com. All right, few quick questions. And we've got like 10 different questions here. All righty, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot get to 10 questions. Karen, a brilliant question. With the way spiritual growth is accelerating on the planet, if we get lazy, lax on our own growth, is it possible to get left behind? Like if the timeline splits, and how would we know? No. All right. Many guests. Carrie Kay coming out on July 31st. Jeffrey Hoppy coming out next week, and Adamus St. Germain say that there will be this split. I don't know if there will be this split or not. I do know this. The split ain't Judgment Day. It ain't about this Judeo-Christian Western work ethic of have you tried hard enough. Shift has nothing at all to do if you get lazy or lax. That term, forgive me, buddy, is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's something that the tribe pushed on us, that slave owners pushed on us. And yes, we were all slaves at one point, some more recently than others in our timelines. That somebody pushed on us. My dad, oh my God, he's been repeating lately how much if he doesn't do, then he's not worthwhile. It's bullshit, 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 bullshit. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are incredible. Yes, but you said get uncomfortable. Yes, challenge yourself, not in how hard you work, not in how smart you work, but to pivot and shift. I didn't say make massive shift. I didn't say push the stone to the top of the mountain shift. Actually, I said cocoon up first shift. That's not lazy. That's not lax. And then step forward. How do you know? You're here, Karen. You're resonating with this energy. You ain't getting left behind for anything. And there is no behind, because those who don't go on this particular timeline have another beautiful timeline. Nothing wrong with that timeline where they are going to get to ascend as well. Oh, gosh. Isn't that the student bill from years ago, no one gets left behind or something like that? No one, Karen, gets left behind. And you could not be lazy or lax, no matter how much you try, no matter how much you've been told, no matter how much that voice inside of you, which ain't yours, Karen, tells you so at all. Even if you tried, you couldn't be lazy. Batter Gamer Megara. And anyone who has that little phoenix next to him is a Backstage Pass member. And as we are making these changes here on the show, we will be getting more and more Backstage Pass videos to you. I have a lot recorded, and we ran into a challenge 2 or 3 weeks ago where the Backstage Passes became public and kind of got really confusing. And so we've revamped and are working on a SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, to get you videos for members only. Behind the scenes, what's going on, what we're learning, what we're doing. Battle Gamer Megara. Michael, can we transmute these floods into love, peace, and joy for everyone? It works like this. And yes, and we can put that as part of our intention prayer here this evening. Absolutely, Battle Gamer. And when I pause like that, oftentimes what I'm saying is, how do I say this without sounding callous? It's sort of like if you're talking to someone who's just lost a loved one. You know so much, but you would never, please, never say, oh, they're so much better place right now. They're fine on the other side. No, that person is in mourning. And that's honest, and that's raw, and that's real. And for these floods, it's honest, it's raw, it's real. There's grieving, there's devastation. There's people's lives, those who are still here have been completely uprooted and uplifted. And if each chooses, it will be transmuted into love, peace, and joy. Please note, Battle Gamer, we can send the most amazing fuel and energy everyone's way, but it's still a choice. Everyone's higher self put them in the path of these floods for each and every own unique path. None of this happens by happenstance. None of it. What we choose to do with it, though, that's where the real party takes place. So we're going to say prayers tonight, and we can do everything we can for healing for the area, and people will get to choose to step forward. But for those that do, I'm hesitant to use the G word, but I will, but not without a complete and total understanding that this is devastating. In the long run, this can be a very powerful, positive gift for people in the long run. But in the short run, we're sending that love and peace and joy and energy to help people to begin the healing process. That's what's most important to me right now anyway. Sasha Angel. I am having so much difficulty connecting to guides, angels, meditation, awe, sitting in silence, prayers not working, seeing no signs, help. Sasha, get to the forest. Right now, immediately, do not pass go. Get to the woods and spend time in the woods, either every day, if time permits, or every weekend. I need to do a reset with you, Sasha, and a reset that has to do with the earth and connecting to the earth. Don't worry about what you're thinking, what you're not thinking, what you're hearing, what you're not hearing, what you're doing, what you're not doing. Go spend time with the trees, spend time with the forest, spend time with the squirrels, with the chipmunks, with everything. Get yourself to the forest, and even if that means simply the park, but get yourself out to that nature in any way, shape you can. Last few questions. Susan. When I start to do something I think would be good for me, I feel the universe does something to stop me, like injuring myself when starting to swim for exercise again. Ooh, Susan, I know what you're talking about. I want you to go into your automatic writing, go into meditation, put it out there in prayer before you go to sleep, and ask, what is this pattern interrupt I am experiencing? What is this block experiencing? What can I learn from this? How is this a gift? You'll want to replay this to get all the questions. And then how can I very, very slowly, how can I sneak my way back into it? Susan, I thought I'm getting in great shape. Then I was knocked down. I'm getting in even better shape. Then I was knocked down. It's all part of a pivot. I promise you there's a plan behind it. But don't just take my word that there's a plan for it. Ask about it and listen. Oh, mystic, minimalist, artisan, jewelry. What if you're not having any symptoms? What does that mean? Breathe deep. Go, thank you. And then go, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help others? How can I myself? How can I help this energy? You're a light worker. It's awesome, mystic. Ask yourself, how can I help? Rather than, why am I not getting the the boot over the head? Boot will come if it is necessary. How about infrared mats to reduce inflammation? Lori, brilliant too. I believe the amethyst I'm looking at may be an infrared mat too. I have multiple, not near me, and I'm turning my head to the side too much. Infrared devices for my head as well. Erin, how do you protect your energy? Is it not to share your past horror stories, not talk to certain people? How? Well, Erin, I definitely like the idea of not playing tennis with certain people, and I use that as a metaphor. If somebody's going to steal my energy, that's fine. I don't need to go play a game of tennis with them. So that is one. Another thing is what I ingest, and that can be, food-wise, ingest, energetically, which everything is energy, what I ingest, where I choose to spend my time. Temporally, what do I wish to ingest? What do I wish to surround myself with? Please note, I always try to stay in beautiful places. Now, there are places where it doesn't look so beautiful on the outside. I make it beautiful on the inside. Surround yourself with beauty. Surround yourself with nature. And then there's a prayer, and I said it many times. I'll say it one more time here tonight. G-Spice that I like to use. I'm going to say it kind of quickly because I'm going to go with 2 more questions. I got to get to a meditation because I get to rest my head. And G-Spice goes like this. And I use the term God. Please change it for whatever works for you. God, source, universe, great pumpkin Charlie Brown, giant cheeseburger in the sky, maybe vegan cheeseburger. Make fun with it. Whatever works for you. Here it goes. And I say this each and every morning as I bubble myself up. Thank you, God, for guiding me with your love and light. It's the G. Thank you, God, for guiding me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for surrounding me with your love and light. That's the S, surrounding me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for protecting me. That's the P, protecting me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for imbuing me. That's the I, imbuing me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for cloaking me with your love and light. That's the C, cloaking me. And lately I've been hearing embody a lot. And I know different people, starting with Rowan here, one of the Mystics members, uses E at the end. So you could say, thank you, God, for embodying me or empowering me with your love and light. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And imagine being surrounded in this giant bubble of love and light. Michelle Wade, this is not the answer you're looking for, but what is the barest currency we could ever exchange? Love. Maybe that is the answer you're looking for. Love, 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 love. That is the currency of everything. And I believe that is it. All right. I'm going to take a sip of water. We're going to go into what I claim is a nice, short, and sweet meditation. And if you hear me speaking very fast, it's not me rushing. It means that although I've got the noggin hurting right now, everything is clipping along well. I have gotten back. A few days ago, it was a little bumpy, and I really get to watch my food intake. I'm told my brain is metabolically challenged, whatever that means at the moment. But the brain is doing great, and we're going to keep it that way, and then some. And do come join me Wednesday. Oh my God, what an amazing class we have for you. Energetic transmission, attunement, bring your energy up. Might even include a little bit of clearing in there, but we have our main clearing in 2 weeks. But come join us for the School of Mystics. Free to try. What have we got to gain? Everything. Last note. We as humans have been taught to ask, what could go wrong today? What could go wrong with this contract? What could go wrong with this meeting? What could go wrong with this opportunity? Do we ever ask, though, what could go right with this? The brain knows what could go wrong, and it focuses on the known. The brain has no idea what can go right because it hasn't seen that happen yet. And so it has no idea how to latch onto it or dwell onto it. These are some of the challenges we're talking tonight about being incarnate, energy temporarily in physical form. Start asking yourself, what can go right? Oh, last note, Tomcat brought it up. So many people in the Daily Woohoo have been writing back, Michael, can I send you Reiki? Yes. Michael, can I send you healing? Yes. Michael, do I have permission? Yes, 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 yes. I'm not asking for you to do anything, and I send you so much love, but I am open to receiving. And so, yes, absolutely. If you want to send healing, if you want to send anything of that sort, I am open, and I send love, and I send love, and I send so much love right back your way. I just want to put that blanket statement because so many have said that, and I haven't been able to respond to everybody individually, particularly as I'm going less screen time and more time like this at the moment. All right, let us jump into, in fact, there we go. Let us jump into a brief meditation. So first I get to go quiet, and thank you, Aya Bear, thank you, Ann Bear, thank you to the entire Dream Team, and thank you, Mystics, and thank you. And of course, thank you, Ayla Ray, the music at the very end. That's my dear sister, Elisa, who's totally my hero at this point. Of course, Jessica is always my hero, but... and Meowsers. Yes, you're my hero too. Oh, you're my hero. All right, what's the meditation going to be on? Oh, okay. What I would like you to do, we're going to see where this one goes, is I would like you to get nice and comfortable in your chair. Kind of rock to your left, to your right. Feel yourself scrunching around on the chair. Feel your feet pitter-patter on the ground. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose, down to the belly and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. In and out. We're going to do this as kind of a short and sweet meditation here tonight. And so what I want you to imagine is that we're all sitting around a campfire together. We're holding hands to the person to our right, holding hands to the person to our left, and we're looking into the center of this campfire. It turns out it's a violet blue flame, sort of like that violet blue flame of Saint Germain. But it's also a portal in time, a portal in space, a portal that takes us to a recent or not so recent bump and fill. What's it look like? Well, can you remember a time where everything felt it was going like roses? Everything felt perfectly on track. Everything went, well, dare I say, comfortable. Until suddenly it was not. Maybe it was a year ago, last month, yesterday, an hour ago. Can you see that not just in your mind's eye, but see that in the flame before you? I want you to take a good look at it. Look at it from all angles. No, you don't have to live in the experience. But can you feel that that's your bump and fill? Can you feel that that's your holy shift moment? Can you feel that that's your opportunity for greatness, even if in incredible disguise? So I want you to take note of it. And actually, what's most interesting is, do you feel that energy coming off of the flame, that violet blue flame? Do you feel that energy, that power, that puissance, that something intangible? It's almost like battery power that you want to scoop up and put in your chest so you can carry it along with you. Do that. I'd like you to scoop up that energy. You can scoop up that whole violet blue flame. It's not going to burn you. I'd like you to scoop it up and put it right in your heart, just where it belongs. For that bump and fill created the energy that's going to power your next step. So we've taken note of the bump and fill. We put the energy in our hearts. What do we get to do next? Breathe. Another nice slow breath in, slower breath out. In and out. In and out. This is your cosmic pause. This is the music between the notes. This allows you to pivot, to change. And now that you've paused, I want you to ask yourself, self, why did this happen? Self, what do I get to change? Self, where do I go from here? And then if you're daring or bold enough, ask the oh no question. Oh no. I'd rather do anything but. Oh no. Oh my God. I'd rather do anything but. Oh my God, I'd rather do anything but. Somebody mentioned a magic word tonight we're going to play with. I want you to tap on your heart now 3 times. 1, 2, 3, Shazam. What does that mean? 1, 2, 3, Shazam. You just activated the energy that you put on your heart. 1, 2, 3, Shazam. And now you have the power to do the very thing you least want to do, which is the thing your higher self wants you to do the most. Michael, I don't want to do that. I see shift. I see shift. I see shift. I feel power. I feel power. I feel power. I can shift. I can shift. I can shift. I am free. I am free. I am free. Say this along with me. I see shift. I see shift. I see shift. I feel power. I feel power. I feel power. I can shift. I can shift. I can shift. And I feel free. I feel free. I feel free. Woohoo! Can you feel that energy? Can you feel that power? Can you feel that? I love using that French word puissance, that meaty energy that can allow you to do anything in life. That's what this experience was about. That's what your bump and fill is about. That's what gives you great hope, great joy, great peace, and great magnificent power to do anything you want, and especially the thing you were dreading the most, to help you to make the most magnificent gains or changes or bring greatness in your life. You are perfect just as you are. I am perfect just as I am. Say that. I am perfect just as I am. And I get to shift. And I get to shift. And I get to pivot. And I get to pivot. Not to goodness. Not to comfort. But to the greatest version of myself I was ever meant to be. Not to goodness. Not to greatness. But to the greatest version of myself I was ever meant to be. I see shift. One more time. I see shift. I see shift. I see shift. And I am free. I am free. I am free. Woohoo! And how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? So I am going to put on Ayla Ray's music. That's my dear sister Elisa's music really, real quickly. I am going to shut off all of these lights. I am going to put on my eye mask, and I am going to sit and bathe in this energy we're all experiencing right now as I allow my eyes and my head to rest. And then do come join us Wednesday for the School of Mystics. Free to try. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. And get the daily woohoo. Totally free. Give you an energetic transmission each and every day. And how does it get any better than this? Love you, Mystics. Love you, Aya Bear, Ann Bear, Dream Team members. Love you. Love you, Ayla Ray. And love you to the universe and to the truck drivers. I get to talk to the truck drivers right now. And I want to say thank them, but I just get to send them love, 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 and even more love. All right, here's the music from Ayla Ray. If I can find that button right now. And I will see you on the flip side this Wednesday. Oh, how does it get any better than this? I love you so much. Lots of love, everyone.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears they rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations. Shine, hold the sunlight on your chest and smile. Look to the sky, let your spirit shine brightly, shine brightly. Oh, share the magic deep in your soul. The glitter around you, live your greatest truth. Catch those dreams, swimming beside you. Yours for the taking. No